On today's stream, ladies and gentlemen, we're recapping BMF Season 3, Episode 1. Who the hell on this show can we trust? So many new characters, so many new plots. We got Rum Brother in the A trying to set up a worldwide cartel, and we got one brother stuck in the D, but he's really stuck in somebody's P and making bad decisions. We'll discuss that and so much more. This live stream for BMF starts right now.
I'm up early for the dealers come out. Everybody is outside till the killers come out. You ain't eating, you just act full. I'm impactful. Dozen funerals in a month. I got that quote. I will give it to niggas in all rap forms. Ignatius out right now on all platforms.
That's right, people. You're in the building with the all knowing, all loving, all feeling, all seeing, all powerful. Damn all everything. Sex as hell host in the building. Lamont Tyson, that's me. And we are recapping BMF with the homegirl Moochie the Hammer when she gets in here in just a second. And before we get ready to introduce the Mooch, let's talk about how we're going to do this. We're going to rattle off some of the highlights of the show. We're going to get Moochie's point of view, my point of view, and then at the very end, we take our super chatters and we review their comments if necessary. Then we'll go into some other people that commented, and we'll make this thing a lot of fun. We're going to go probably about 45 minutes to an hour. And there she is, ladies and gentlemen. It's the Hammer. What's going on, Hammer?
What's up, Lamont?
I can't call it, sis. How did you enjoy this episode of BMF?
Like I said, it didn't even get to the intro, and it gave so much information. Like, it gave so much stuff that I actually thought I forgot the intro. Like, I thought I missed it. That's the crazy part. I was like, oh, they didn't show it yet? But it was entertaining.
Definitely.
It was entertaining. I'm overall, I give it an 8, though.
Yeah, I liked it. It was definitely worthy of high praise, high acclaim. Shout out to the writer on this episode. Her name is Heather Zoki. Okay. Did a great job, and she's the showrunner for this season as well. Shout out to that sis, making big things happen on BMF. We wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you guys, the audience. We're always thankful for you tuning in to us, watching our reviews, sharing our reviews, letting people know that when they want the best in commentary about TV shows and movies, and oftentimes in Black culture, they can come right here to our channels and get it. Our channel will be linked in the video description. And you can also check us out on TikTok. My link is in the description as well. And don't forget about TikTok Shop, y'all. They got some deals. And download the podcast. Whenever I do live streams, if you want to come back and play it, it will be on the LIFEGAINS podcast, wherever you get your podcasts. Gucci, let's start this thing out by going back and reviewing something that was exciting. We got introduced to 2 of the fashions in the A coming for Teakwood in this skirmish right here.
Fucking Impact's trying to take over Teakwood turf. I think he low on ammo. Come on, we can't leave the bag. Come on, let's go. Go, go, go.
Moochie.
They got it coming from all sides, yo.
Bruh, them MK killers won't plan. Other than the fact that when they got low on ammo, it took their asses too long to re-up, okay? If that was Ghost or Tommy, they would have been dead on the spot. But this is BMF, and we'll stick to what they're doing in the story. It did give Meech time to go get his bag and to come up with a plan. And we'll come back to that in a minute, Moochie. We didn't get a chance to really talk about this on Miss K's channel. Shout out to the homegirl, Miss K, last night. But Moochie talked about how in the intro, you had this scene, brothers versus brothers. They've been caught because of T on his damn phone running his mouth. And Meech was going to take the bid for everybody. Meech was going to take the plea. But Terry Ego was talking to him again. Moochie, how did you view this opening scene when they was caught?
Yo, I did take a little excerpt out of this, and I thought that this was like a good look. I mean, not a good look. What am I saying? I thought that every time they get jammed up, it's always Terry's fault, y'all. You don't notice that, Lamont? Every time they get jammed up, it's always because either he tried to defy Meech, or he just want to be on some rogue stuff, doing stuff on his own. And every time he's done that, he's gotten jammed up.
Right. Every time.
I believe what he's saying.
Right. So how do you feel about Big Meech wanting to take the plea to not put the family through humiliation, and Terry talking about he's selfish?
I don't think he was being selfish. He was worried about other people's feelings. Whereas he was saying he was going to go with God. I get that. But how can I say it without, I just felt like at this time, I feel like Meech is right. Like, why you might as well take the plea instead of trying to fight the case. But we see what happened in the results of this.
Right. Definitely. I was with Meech.
I'm going answering the question. I'm sorry.
Oh, girls, this is a safe space channel. You gotta apologize for stuff like that. I was with Meech, man. He was trying. Meech, we've seen from the very first season till now, is always trying to take care of his family and his brother. He is always trying to be big brother, take care of everybody. And that went all the way to the bitter end. And then we opened up the episode, Moochie, with this shit right here. Oh, God. Everybody's Markeisha, is in the hospital fighting for her life. And here comes LaWanda and the whole family. And this is when we start seeing this kind of poking and prodding at Charles by the mama, because the mama was like father, like son in terms of having a jump off. The mama didn't even know about the jump off situation until LaWanda said something. So Moochie, how did you like this opening where the whole family came there, and at the very end, Nikki had to be the voice of reason when it came to Terry and what was going on with the family? You're on mute.
Did you see the bonding that went on between Lucille and LaWanda?
I saw
that. LaWanda was Lucille's mouthpiece for that moment. That's why she let her go ham in that hospital. Yeah. And she just added the ad libs. She just was like, apple don't fall far from the tree.
Damn. Maybe it don't fall far from the tree, but both of y'all wanted to take a bite of them big apples, didn't you? Look at you. You taking a bite of the damn apple too. I'm
taking a bite of the grilled cheese.
Oh, Lord. Here we go. Golly. And then, Moochie, after we got through that fiasco, we get our first chance at Neo Greenie in here meeting up with Meech via the Goldie hookup. And we learned that this dude, he's kind of, he's a, I don't want to say he's a con artist because he's not, but he about his business. He wants $15K for Meech to be using his facilities to wash any damn thing. But he's also seemed like he's a fun-loving brother. And the question I have for you with this is, Moochie, can we trust Greenie? And do you like Neo playing this role?
You know what? Who I thought this was at first that was playing this role?
Who that?
You know the comedian that was a football player, and he does all of the skits with Power, and he even does skits with BMF. I thought this was him. That I can't think of the comedian's name right now, but he's on. I know he used to play professional football, and he's on Instagram and stuff. I thought it was him at first with a wig on. And then somebody was like, no, that's Neo.
Yeah, that's Neo.
But he did a good, I mean, I don't know if we could trust him right now. You got to look at it like this. Back in the 90s, they did hike up the prices for out-of-towners.
Yeah.
So, this is understandable. And he trying to get his money because he already know he going against the grain by even bringing Meech in.
Damn right. You damn right he going against the grain by bringing Meech in, and this is someone he's got to build a rapport with and a trust with. My gut, Moochie, is telling me everything in me is saying you can trust Greeny because him and Meech seem like they have similar personalities, and I think that as long as Meech can keep bringing that man his money, he's going to be very loyal to him and open up the A to him. I think this is going to be a trusted ally. And
I could see that happen because he did get the good word from Goldie. So yeah.
Right. But shortly after that, Mooch, we get the phone call. Meech's crew in the D call him to let him know what's going on with his brother and Markeisha. And T heard the conversation, snatched the phone out their hand, and made them decide, look, you either with me or my brother. How did you feel about this exchange, Moochie?
Look. I had a little rant with this because not only you got look, if we go on to BMF time, a couple of weeks ago he was like this, telling Meech the same thing. You gotta lay low. You can't do anything right now. When Monique got killed, well, when she got taken out, excuse me. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I'm like, how you gonna sit here and talk about people's gonna be watching me and I gotta make sure I come back. No, not right now. It's too hot. You see, Meech had to get out of town. What are you doing, Terry? He already setting himself up to get taken down. That's how I feel. You're doing too much, but we'll get to it later. I'm not gonna put on my track shoes.
Oh, I know what Moochie trying to say over there with her badass mohawk. You trying to say that this dude is pussy whipped? That's what you're trying to say?
What he called him, Tender D?
Oh, Lord.
It's all tender right now because from banging. Lord. So he just like, all messed up. He all messed up in the game. Damn. He called him tender. Like, that mean he done got it sore from wearing it out.
He tender. I mean, he as tender as Bambi the deer. Mm-hmm. And we know how rednecks love to eat baby deer because it be some very tender meat. That's what he is, right?
That's what you call
Right. Look, see, y'all come here because we're going to get in some damn trouble, don't you? You know it. So after that, Greeny introduces Meech to all the dudes from the D that's in the A at the Platinum Palace. And Moochie, they was going on in here talking about exotic girls, light skin, hair, and all that bull jive. And Moochie, I had to interject in that in my breakdown because I have a very high fondness of dark skinned women. In my opinion, there ain't nothing more finer than dark. The darker the woman, the more beautiful the skin. And back in them times, they thought that just because your hair was fucking wavy and your skin was light, and if you had one red blemish, you look like a damn bowl of potato salad, that was exotic. Well, we know better than that shit now. But anyway, I digress. Moochie.
Janela, neat video.
Damn, Moochie blowing up over there. She got business calls left and right. Moochie, tell your boyfriends to wait till you get offline, okay? Tell them ain't nobody trying to take you. Tell them you're going to be on that date when you get off this live stream. But anyway, Moochie, they got into a fight with Remy. And do you feel like Meech set it off with Remy just because he wanted to show these dudes from the D he down with them? You on mute?
I'm
mute?
Here. I'm here.
Okay. Yeah.
You know what? With why he said, like, do you remember when he was talking about the different, clubs?
Yeah.
And he was like, I'm gonna take you to the other one because the other females are exact,
Yeah.
So where we at now, Lamont? Is this the place where the chicks got the bullet holes and the stab wounds? I'm just saying.
The Platinum Palace?
Yeah, like what's going on? Was the other place? You know how you go to look? Don't look. You can judge me if you want. I do not care. I've been to strip clubs with females, watching all of that stuff because it look like you going to the circus sometimes when you see certain things. But anywho, is this the club with the girls with the bullet holes and the stab wounds? And then the other girls is just like, all right, y'all good enough to get the I guess the upper tier money.
Let me tell you something, Moochie. Maybe that was the case back then, but right now ain't nobody going no Platinum Palace. Everybody going to Magic City. And in Magic City, the number one thing you're going to see is chocolate bunnies. Okay. That chocolate bunny is what's making the money. Damn it. Now, Moochie, do you felt like Meech set it off with Remy just to make a point, or was it because he wanted to get Remy back from last season, or all of it?
I think it was all of it, but I feel like with this, he thought he was going to do the same thing he did when he was back in Detroit, how he recruited Sterl. Remember how Sterl had that fight and then they became boys after that? He thought this was going to happen with Stacks, and Stacks was just going to fall in line because, look, you had my back at this party. And he like, wherever you go, trouble follow you.
And, you know, Stacks has been feeling it as like the uncle for Taj kids and all that. And they having a conversation. Shout out to 2 Chainz, who's playing a decent role with Stacks. Stacks don't trust him, Moochie. Not one bit. Now, the question I have for Moochie and the audience, and we'll talk about how the progression went. Moochie, never through this whole episode do I feel like we can trust Stacks. Not even when Meech gave him the deal on the bricks for $25K. Are you feeling like we can trust Stacks, or am I tripping?
Meech don't trust Stacks. He wants to see if Stacks gonna carry news back. If he gonna go around saying what he got the break for, and then we know how to deal with him. That's how I saw it. I chalked it up to that. He got to see how he gonna deal with him, because he don't know if he could trust him. And it feel like it feel like, you know, I can't trust him. So let me feel him out. Let me see if he gonna run and carry news, because he knows between him and Duffy. They both know that they the only 2 that know about the price that they gave Stacks. Right.
Yep. Them the only 2 that know about it. And Duffy don't seem like he talking. Duffy seems like he is completely loyal to me. So I don't think we got no problem with Duffy. I think Duffy gonna be good.
I agree.
Well, then we get to one of Moochie's favorite characters, Mrs. Flannery. And this is the conversation that Lucille had with Charles in the bathroom, where Charles got to looking at her thinking, girl, I ain't touched you long enough. I love you. We don't need to get no divorce. And a divorce is very expensive. So he grabs her from the back and said, girl, you feel that? And she said, I feel it, but I also feel something else every time I lay next to you. I envision that chocolate jump off. I envision you inside of her, which makes me feel like you can't never be inside of me. We getting that divorce. I don't care how much that bitch costs. We getting that divorce, and you sleeping somewhere else in this house. Moochie, talk to me about this scene.
I done dropped my glasses when you said all of this, son. So
here you go. I picked them up for you.
I gotta drop my glasses because you know
I picked them up for you. Why?
She rode the ride last night, but she don't want to ride it no more. She don't want all the headaches that come with that ride. So yeah, I look, she got her, you know, she got off. She did her thing, got off, and you know, it's nice, but I don't want to do this no more. I think we need to go find some other people to be with. You already found yours.
Moochie, he done cut that Six Flags ride loose, and now he want to come back to the Disney ride. He can't get back on that Disney ride called Miss Flannery.
You was busy fixing up Mabel's.
Oh Lord!
You was busy fixing up the cabinets in Mabel's kitchen instead of taking care of your walls in your own house.
Lord have mercy.
Okay.
Did the walls in his own house need any paint, Moochie? Because Mabel had
paint. They needed to be sanded down where it's smooth and everything.
They needed primer.
They needed the whole works on it.
They needed wallpaper, Moochie. They needed all that, huh? They needed the whole trim job, huh, Moochie?
Yes.
Oh Lord.
She like,
Lord have mercy.
I done got my little salt and pepper haircut, and I'm gonna give me a new attitude. I don't wash that man out of my hair.
Post your comments on that, y'all, because that relationship is done. It's just a matter of
took 10 years off her appearance with just that haircut alone, where he like, well, damn, I didn't even know I had this at home. Okay.
Then we get to my main man Remy, y'all, who I have a hot take on him. And he's out here giving out bags in the hood. At first, it felt like the bags he was giving out might have been some drugs for the kids to go distribute. And then we quickly learned that he's the hood Robin Hood, ladies and gentlemen. He's helping people eat. He's paying for funerals. He's paying for weddings. He's paying for graduations. He's paying for trips for the kids. He's the hood hero. But then, in the midst of all that, the damn Red Dogs come in, beating the hell out of folks in front of the children. And one of them, the captain of the Red Dogs, had the nerve to get in this little boy's face and say, "Watch your heroes." And I'm sitting up here like, was that said to him for him to think that you guys supposed to be the hero when y'all the cops and you violating civil rights? Moochie, talk to me about this scene with Remy and the Red Dogs.
The Red Dogs is just a gang. It's just another gang. So not only is you fighting rival dealers, now you got the police. Then you add on top of this gentrification because they trying to get just remove people so they could get this Olympics, so they could host the Olympics. I remember when all of this was going on, yo.
I do too.
I remember when all of this was going on, and they was going real hard to get Atlanta to host the Olympics. But right. I didn't know that they moved people from their homes and recreated a situation where everything looks like peaches and cream when you come to Atlanta. That's messed up.
Moochie, they do this and almost, and by me saying they do this, y'all, I'm not saying it's right. I'm not justifying it. I'm saying what they do. They do this in almost every big city, Moochie. Whenever there's an opportunity for money to come to the town.
Same thing. I'm gonna give you an example when they did it in New York when they built the Barclays.
Yeah. That's a prime example.
Barclays, they had this whole thing and they made it seem like Jay-Z was giving back to his community because Marcy was over there, and they were showing how they gonna have all these jobs, and all of that was happening. So I believe it. I believe it. Yep. And now when you go downtown Brooklyn, it is gentrified.
Right. Not only did they do this to the Techwood, and then they knocked it down, turned it into Centennial Park in the 90s, they've done it since then with the damn Mercedes-Benz Dome where they play football for the Falcons. And that was like 2010 or something. And it's always frustrating to me that when there's an opportunity to make money, you come and displace people and put them wherever the hell you want them to go, or wherever the hell they can find a place to go to create financial opportunities for somebody else, but you're not creating financial opportunities for these people in the hood. Know what I mean? And we do this song and dance of, okay, well, we tell the black people that someone that's a black leader is going to help them, and that's going to hush them up, make them not feel as bad about what we're doing. No. And I'm tired of this word that we love to use versus the word we should be using. A term that they love to use is we're helping people have resources. Nah, fuck that. People need money. Okay? You want people to do better, give them money, and then give them access to opportunities to further make money from that money. Give black folks an opportunity to have some of these government contracts. Give black folks money to go and start a business. And if you don't believe they know how to handle the money, pay for some business CEO to be tagging along with them. That's how you can help fix shit so that people who don't have opportunity can finally have it. Give them money. Stop slinging around this term resources, because when I hear resources, I hear we're going to give you everything but money. But folks, forgive me for digressing, but I've been in business. I was poor, and I'm scrapping along, and I'm having to deal with this shit right now as we speak. And I'm telling you things that can help make the situation better, but we've got to get to the point where somebody can listen. And we can't expect the few people that made it to be able to handle everybody who's black and is under resourced situation. We can't expect Jay-Z and Tyler Perry to solve all the black community situation when we got a federal damn government who spends trillions and billions in wars. Trillions and billions to rich people who don't need the fucking help. Like, why are we giving a football owner 10 years not to pay taxes, and that tax revenue you losing is somewhere in the $2-3 billion? But let me get back on mission. My bad, y'all. My bad.
You good. Some things need to be said.
My bad, y'all. But they got these people to run out the drug dealers so that the city could be more palatable to Anglos. That's what they did. Well, T has got this problem. He wants to go and find Saint, and he wants the people on the street to know that he did it. And we also learned that K9 ain't ratted on them, but he ratted on everybody else. Or at least right now we think he's not ratting on them. And he tells this man, look, find Saint, and I'm going to handle the business. But what does this man do in the end, Moochie? He finds Saint and tells him, look, the streets ain't got to know that I did this. You a boss. You ain't supposed to be getting your hands dirty, okay? Don't get your hands dirty. Let me handle this for you. After he get a pep talk from Meech. Talk to me about this right-hand man, Moochie.
I like Straw. I like that him and Meech have that understanding, because we are at that phase now where he's not supposed to get his hands dirty.
Not at all.
He knows how his brother messes things up. I'm sorry. This is why Meech is taking these precautions. If he could prevent stuff from happening, he's going to try to correct this theory. And that's what he's doing. I like the fact that him and Straw had that talk where he was like, only way somebody else going to know that you didn't do this is if you run your mouth. Now, the question is Terry going to be quiet?
Well, he's got to tell his panty draws, Moochie. He's got to tell his panty draws. Is he
going to say he did it? Is he going to keep it where he says he did it? Now, this could go, it could go good and bad for Terry now, because he's doing too much. And I'll get to that later.
Okay. All right. This shit right here was funny, Moochie. So, look, talk about hurting a man's ego. So, he already done said this. Charles already done said this steal my house. But look, everybody taking care of his house but him. The wife don't want you cleaning out her pipes no more. And Meech is sending flowers and money in your house and done gave another man in the crew the key, right? And Moochie, can you remember back when Mama Flannery, she won't taking none of that stuff from Meech. None of it, because it was drug money. She done laid her feet back and said, I'm going to take, especially after a long day at work that she had, okay? But what was so funny to me was how Charles was like, look, bro, give me that. Give me my damn key. I'm still the man around here. He got to hold on to something, Moochie. Talk to me about this scene.
I want to ask you something, Lamont.
Yeah, go for it.
Now, I had a real debate with somebody about this. Do you think because of the fact that Lucille was all right with them staying in the house and the father, Charles, was not okay with them staying in the house because of the work they was doing? By her doing this, do you think she defied her husband, or they should have both been on one accord with this? If not in my house, you not doing this. I don't want this around me. And now she's backsliding with, as far as like this with her son. Do you think this caused most of the division with Charles and Lucille because she picked her son's side?
It doesn't help for sure. This is causing some division, but I think right now one of the issues with Lucille is that she's so far gone in this marriage that certain things that she would normally say are a no-no, she's letting go because her number one priority is getting separation from Charles. That's what I think. Because, Charles didn't want none of this stuff. Like you said, he was like, nah, we're not taking nothing. We don't want to deal with this money. We ain't dealing with none of that. But now that she feels like she's lost the man of the house, she's letting her oldest born male son basically take the responsibility of being the man at any measures necessary, whether it's drug money or whatever. She don't care.
Look, she done got that salt and pepper haircut. And Chuck is like, you messing with young guys now. Look how he thinking. He already going there because of the stuff he was doing.
Look at the look on his face as he's looking at them
You
flowers
messing
and them
with this
steaks.
young buck? That's why
Right,
you
and
don't
look,
want me?
look, I don't think that in this moment Lucille is thinking that. But what Chuck is thinking is, okay, you ain't hug me like this. Now, granted, she's not hugging him in a sexual nature. You know, it's just the fact that you embracing this man because he brought you some damn stinky flowers and some damn old dollar store steaks, and you hugging him like this. All Chuck need to do is
no dollar store steaks. Those were steaks that probably came from the butcher. You know how you get that good cut where you know they're gonna taste nice and juicy when you eat them.
Unless you black folks mess it up and cook it well done. But I mean, I digress. But yeah, Chuck wasn't having that. He got his key, he got his feelings hurt. But yeah, post y'all comments on old Chuckery Flannery. Then Moochie, we get to Coach Cop and Jen. And I do love both of these characters. I love me some Jen for her wit and just the way she's portraying herself. And she has got demoted because of all the stuff going on with Coach Cop, and his son is in jail, and he's got to figure out a way to get him out of jail. But I really think the person that's going to help do it is Jen. Talk to me, Moochie, how you felt about when they brought up these two scenes.
Lamont, I like the fact that she is mad at him. She got reason to be mad at him, though.
100%.
I feel like all of this is Detective Brian's fault. I got a problem with Detective Brian.
I do too.
No, what you did with your money, son? You mean to tell me you was getting paid by Meech? You was on the tape. Where happened to all that money? You ain't buying no car. You wasn't paying child support because you got Kevin. Okay, you was paying it for a while, but now you got Kevin. So what you ain't spent all of that money. How you don't got money for your son to get a lawyer?
Yeah. Look, I don't know where his money is at. Well, you know, he was a coach, Moochie. Maybe he spent all his money trying to coach them other kids instead of coaching his own damn son. Remember that? Season 1?
This is the part that gets me.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to stay in the pocket, Lamont. When we get to Kevin, I got an earful for you.
Okay. We're going to get to Kevin in a minute. Let's stick with Jen and her new partner who had a little nepotism going on, and she had to let Jen know real quick. Damn that nepotism. I'm here because I want to be here. Moochie, how do you like the new Cagney and Lacey going African-American and Chinese?
Anderson, I want to see. I'm still trying to fill her out. She seems to know some of the stuff that's going on.
Right.
But Jen don't trust her already. Jen already feel like, you know, she feel like she got it because of nepotism, even though she's saying she didn't.
Right.
So I want to see how this relationship goes. It seems like it may come together, but I don't know. Is she gonna be partners with Detective Brian again when he does come back? Because I see her with the other dude.
I see her being partners with Bryant, and I also see these two coming together because both of them are women. Both of them are minority women. They also both of them in that era had to deal with bull jive from men, and they having to deal with bull jive from this dude who came in there looking at them like they was a buffet. I'm gonna go get me some Oriental chicken, then I'm gonna come over here and get me some fried chicken. Talking about the way he was all happy, bouncing around like he want to get in between their sandwich.
He walking around like he solved the case and he didn't even do the legwork. That was all Jen and Brian.
Right. And now he's in here talking to K9 and trying to chase down that rabbit hole and sends them to go talk to Markeisha. And we'll get back to that in a minute because that was a pretty explosive conversation too. Now, then we get back to Meech. And he's teaching this brother who's hustling, look, dude, you got a gift. I know a gift when I see it. You're a rapper. When this rap career take off, get the hell up out the streets. And I thought this was big Moochie because Big Meech in real life was like that. When he saw these people that had talent outside of the hustling game, he would be quick to support them and get them out the damn game. Talk to me about this scene, Mooch.
Now, they never said the name of this I don't remember them saying the name of this character, and I couldn't figure it out.
Right.
Is this the rapper that he was talking about? Like, is this the rapper that ended up like technically snitching, but he didn't? And then he was trying to call people out if his name was mentioned.
Because they didn't mention his name.
That's why I'm thinking it's who it is.
But let us not forget, Big Meech was responsible for helping a lot of people in the A, from Jermaine Dupri, Jeezy, Mike Jones, Killer Mike, Bone Crusher.
So they might just make it any random rapper right now.
It could be any random.
And this is the early days too, so okay.
Right. And then at the end of the day, people, when I talk about somebody actually helping folks at the hood level, that's what Meech did. Big Meech. That's what he did. Like, that's helping people. Because to make money legally, it's hard as shit. And you need a whole lot of upfront money to get out here and do it. And he was back there doing it. So just as much as Remy is a hood, Robin Hood, Meech is doing that too. He was doing that in Detroit. And now he in the A doing it. And this is when we get to where me and Moochie are starting to just kind of like, okay, what's the deal? This is when Meech gave up his bricks. 25K, Moochie. 25K. Can we trust Stacks at this point, Moochie? My answer is still no.
I say no too. That's a no for me too. He seemed like it seemed like Meech know, like they trying to see what's gonna come back. If stuff is gonna get carried around the A at that price, then they know he's the weak link and they not gonna deal with him, I believe.
Right, definitely. 100% well said. Now, this is when Moochie about to go off, y'all. They coming to get Poe Little Kevin. He's going to juvie. Folks, I hate to say this. I hate to be the harbinger of bad news. But we've seen the summer trailer. We've seen Cynthia Bailey is coming up here to be Kevin's mama. And we saw somebody at a funeral. I think Kevin is a goner. I think he's going to go to juvie. Somebody going to wear that ass out. He's going to die. And Coach Cop is going to have a whole lot of animosity, even more so toward Meech and Terry, but he's not being accountable for his own damn shit, as Moochie is saying. Having said that, the floor is yours, Moochie. Destroy Coach Cop.
I just say, how you going to have a kid and you don't give him street smarts and you out here dabbling? You're not even a straight and narrow cop by the rule. You was dabbling. You was playing around. You was on a take. You should have been. To me, I feel like this problem could have been nipped in the bud a long time ago. How you a coach and you not spending time with your kids? There's so much that's wrong with this right now.
Right.
How you not talking to your son? He's a cop's kid and you not training your kid. Talking to your kid how to speak to police, what the do's and don'ts with getting interviewed, all of this stuff. He's like too naive. And everybody wants to chalk it up to, oh, maybe because he lived with his mom all that time. Yo, you get your kid on the weekends. This is all you, this is all him. He do most of he put most of his good stuff into his job with coaching them kids. You should have had your son with them kids. That way he know how to be tough because he's around kids that's in that environment, so he know how to navigate himself. If he did this right, his son could have been a double kid. You know what I mean when I say double kid? He know how to navigate on the streets and he good with book smarts.
Yeah. But you know what Coach Cop problem was? He didn't like his kid because his kid was too nerdy for him. So instead of trying to build a relationship with his kid where he was at and help coach him into being a man, he just said, I just ain't fucking with you. You too nerdy for me. You like comic books and cartoons and stuff like that. I'm just not even going to mess around with you because of that. And then he got thrown into a situation, Moochie, where he had to start trying to coach him up. But you're a little too late for this kind of coaching up now, buddy. You're a little too late.
But isn't he suspended, though, Lamont?
Yeah, he's suspended.
He's not working. How you not at that? You could have been down there giving him the do's and don'ts right there in that cell. You worked there. You mean to tell tell me you couldn't get down there and talk, get low in your kid ear and be like, look, you getting ready to go to a crazy place right now. I need you to listen to me, and I need you to focus, and I need you to do blah, 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 blah. He ain't even do this. How you trying to give him a crash course as he's going out the door, getting on this bus to go to juvie? He sucks as a dad.
Yeah, he, ladies and gentlemen, he's definitely not the role model. That's for sure. That's why I keep calling him Coach Cop. This character is not the role model. Damn it. Oh, Moochie, you're going to love this.
Right.
So, Moochie, Detective Jen and her new friend is in here interrogating Markeisha to give up Saint and Boone. And Boone is already like in jail or something like that. And she ain't giving up nothing. And the thing that got me and Moochie was when Detective Anderson said, you mean to tell me the D is so good, you're going to protect this situation? And Markeisha said, every 2 inches of it is the best. And look at the way.
She said every inch of it.
Look at the way Detective Anderson is looking like, I might need to take that Disney theme park ride.
You know what I heard when she said this, Lamont?
What you hear?
Markeisha, Southwest all day. Like she was talking dice, yo. Southwest all day.
Yes, Lord. Take me south, baby, where the heat, where it is hot and the poles is something down. And take me fishing south. Now, do you think, Moochie, that they would try to spin an angle where Detective Anderson tries to get close to Terry on some sexual level?
Yo, if he falls for this and he get open off of this woman, he's dumb as I thought he was. That's why they do. You know what? Is this a foreshadowing moment where they talk about he got the tender D? Is he that tender where he could, bark up this lady tree, or they get together? You put her in a hood outfit and some sweats, she'll be able to probably holler at Terry. He like older women.
Is she? I was gonna say, Mooch. Is she old enough? Because Terry like him almost the age of his mama.
Like
is she old enough to be in Terry's theme park?
Take that tweed blazer off and put on some 90s gear, some acid wash jeans and a little top. Yeah, he gonna be trying to holler at that. She got the short Halle Berry haircut. Yeah, I could see that happening. Somebody gonna warn him. No, she 5'0".
Here's another scene that's gonna get y'all and Moochie riled up. Terry bring the bitch to the house. Lord have mercy. He brought Markeisha from the hospital after he done said he put a down payment on the house, but they can't get in till like the next day, so he needs someplace to lay low for a day. So instead of taking her to the Super 8 or the lazy, what's the name of the place? The Easy
Rest Motel.
The Easy Rest Motel. He decided to come to his Easy Rest house where it was very uneasy because LaWanda again was teaming up with the mama to give him the business. And you know what? LaWanda has every right to be mad. And she stated why. But at the end of the day, LaWanda needed to take her anger and do something else with it because this man done made up his mind. And the mama allowed Markeisha to stay in the house. Moochie, talk to me about this scene. Stars is known for having these hot and steamy dinner table scenes.
Yes. Look, this was the ultimate disrespect. They could have went and stayed at that hotel. Everybody know they messing around. Why you had to bring this girl back to the house? And then you do this. You got your baby. You got your baby to be that's coming. Your mama and your daddy. You know they going through problems. And you going to bring this heifer up in here. And then she's like, oh, we're in love. We're in love. Well, it was meant to be.
Well, Moochie, they are in love. It's meant to be, Moochie, but it shouldn't have been meant to be in this damn house. Now,
no. Why you couldn't go to her mother's house? The kids is there. Why you couldn't put a man on that house and send her back home to her mama?
I guess he was worried that would be the first place Boone might come look, so he can't send her there.
Yeah, whatever. You want to be in the dark with the lights out with this girl up in your room.
Look, now, you know how we talked about Lucille is going against all the things that Charles put in place. Normal Lucille, with her being Miss Lucille in the name of Jesus, she normally wouldn't have gone for none of this. But on this day, she went for it. She said, go on up there, get the room. Po Nikki thinking that she's going to get Terry room. And Mama's like, no, that's where Charles is going.
Yeah, he talking about, I'm going to get my own place. I'm going to get my own place. How you taking care of this woman and your baby and your baby and this girl ain't right? I'm sorry. He's trash to me right now. I don't know what she did to him in that bedroom, but that booty was doing something to make him forget everything. And
hey,
look, let me find you a place to stay. You can stay with me at my mama's house. My baby mama there, but it's okay. She gonna leave once you come.
Hey, Moochie, I know I got jokes on old women and them old panty draws, but let me tell y'all something. When I was young, I messed around with an older lady, and guess what? I've been messing around with them ever since. The lady I'm married to right now is older than me. Once you get a taste of them old draws and what they can do,
go ahead, talk the talk, Lamont.
You ain't going backwards. You ain't going backwards. Especially you get them good old draws that still liquidating properly. You know what I'm saying? I ain't talking about cash money. I'm talking about liquidating. But anyway,
Terry. We're in love.
We're in love. Oh, we're in love. We're so in love. We'll see. We'll see how that go. So after Meech had his shootout with the MK killers and figured out what's going on, everybody trying to take over Teakwood, he comes up with this plan. We can knock out one of our enemies by becoming friends with one of our enemies. So he come up with this plan that he's going to meet Glock, and then he's going to try to unite Glock and the MK killers, right? Moochie, what'd you think about this plan? He's playing chess.
He's playing chess, but the question is, and I have this problem, and I hope I'm not right. Do you think that Stacks gave the other crew a heads up the way they wouldn't let him in that club?
Look, possibly, because I don't trust Stacks.
Or do you think it was
no?
Do you think it was Remy?
No. Do you see the way they put the camera angle on Stacks when this meeting was going on? And here's another thing.
Okay.
Here's another thing. Look how everybody is standing up to toes, but one nigga sitting down, and it ain't nothing wrong with his leg. He the tallest one in the room.
That's the body language you pay attention to.
Yeah, I pay attention to every folks. There's a reason why when I do these trailer breakdowns, I get more right than I get wrong, because I pay attention to almost every detail. And I'm looking at this like nothing in this episode tells me we can trust a thing Stacks is doing. Nothing. Nothing. So we'll see. But then this was very telling too. They find Saint dead. Jen sends Detective Anderson away as she collects 2 bricks, and the speculation is what she's going to do with them bricks. And me and Moochie can already tell you what she's going to do. We came to this the minute we saw this. I said that she's going to use these bricks somehow, some way to help Bryant because she feels some kind of way about Kevin, and she kind of still had a little bit of feelings for Bryant too. And Moochie already done solved the case of something that's going to happen that's going to put T in trouble. Talk to him about it, Moochie.
Now, why would he even need to buy these bricks if you getting money from the cartel? If he does this, he's the dumbest person in the world. I'm telling you, he gonna do something to try to either Meech ain't gonna be bringing him the product fast enough where he gonna do some bozo-ish like this. I'm telling you, he's the bozo.
We think, ladies,
that way I'll say.
We think, ladies and gentlemen, somehow or another, these are going to be infiltrated to Southwest T. And there's a scene from the summertime, from the trailer they dropped for the whole season, when CPS is called on Southwest T. and we think somehow, some way, some drugs might be implicated, and they take these kids away. And it might have something to do with Jen sprinkling coke on the situation, making it drug related. Book it. That's all we're gonna say. Book it.
Well, if she better hope she be able to really wear stick. Because if they get caught doing this, they're gonna really be exposed as dirty cops now.
Yep. And Jen been clean up until this point. And I guess now she's like, y'all demoted my ass. I might as well go dirty. Fuck it. You know, that's what she said. And then after that, Moochie, everything's copacetic. Meech is sitting underneath the interstates in Atlanta, and he can see the vision. He's playing chess. He sees a vision of taking this business continental via the interstate. How'd you like his vision, Moochie?
I think it's a good idea. He set up this run, and he ran for 20 years, yo. If you watch the beginning, to me, like I said, if it wasn't for his brother, they probably wouldn't have got caught.
Probably not.
Because he was talking on the phone.
Yeah. Just
trying to protect his old queen.
See, Lord, y'all, she ain't gonna let it go. She is not gonna let it go. So then we get to Meech. He's going to the club trying to execute his plan. But for some reason, they wouldn't let him in to see Glock. And as all that happens, ladies and gentlemen, the man that told Meech about why Remy was the way he was in the hood, loved Dice, letting Meech know Remy was loved in the hood because he's had some situations happen with his little brother, got one of them Atlanta child murders. And from then on, no matter what Remy do, he's giving back to the hood. Remy pulls up and does this shit right here.
What y'all got going on? You ain't welcome down south. You can go back up north and shovel snow. We send your ass back in body bags.
Come try, nigga.
Pussy ass. Hey, let go, man.
This is making me don't trust Stacks even more now. With the body language. He's I believe, I could be wrong with this, but I could be right, y'all. Let me find out that Stacks is Remy's inside man. They knew he was coming back.
How would they know he's going to be at that club?
Yeah,
somebody
so that Stack is the inside man, and Meech already felt it out, but he wants to be for sure. Now he's for sure. Right.
And then on top of that, this man Dice was Meech's connection to the interstates. He was he was selling your product to people in Miami, California, and now he's dead, which means you got to rely on Stacks even more. I swear Meech is playing chess. Meech know about all this because there should have been no way Remy knows where they at, what time they at, unless there's somebody in there talking.
Well, he said that was the meeting. That was the last thing they said after he gave them bricks to Stacks, and it was just him and Duffy talking. Right. They was feeling him out right there. They said, okay, I'm gonna chance this. Who knows? We don't even know if I just want to know what happened to the bricks. Was it really, you understand? He ain't get he got money from it because that was the whole thing with the green duffel bag. So he did get money for his product, but he ain't get the re-up. Right.
Exactly. So where that's at. What Remy got some of that? What we gonna do? But here's what I think, Moochie, that you don't see coming. I do believe at some point in time, Remy and Meech are going to be on the same side. They're going to be teaming up, trying to protect Teakwood. Do you think I'm off with that? Okay.
I agree. I feel like they kind of like the same with doing for their community. Like Meech is like that in Detroit.
Yep.
And I think they just need to have a sit down so he knows, look, I'm not trying to take over. I'm trying to make it where we all make money. I think if they have that conversation and he see that he not trying to backdoor him and he going to be like, look, you got your area. I'm not even trying to mess with you over there, but I'm trying to build and make money with you. Then I could see this happening. I could see them in a partnership. But this guy didn't have to go because of it. I like this dude.
I like Dice too, man.
Yeah,
I was already thinking how they're gonna incorporate him into the story. Well, damn, they incorporated him all right. Dead Incorporated, ladies and gentlemen, right there. Picture perfect crime scene, dead body. He's gone. We're going to take our super chatters and some comments before we get out of here, but I want to remind everybody, I do have a channel membership you can join where I am dropping dimes on stocks that can help you make some money. I'm giving tips for those of you trying to build YouTube channels, how to make that happen. Real estate advice. All you got to do is join my channel membership and you get all that information on a weekly basis and then sometimes a one-on-one basis. Super chatters, Moochie, let me get to the first couple. Let's see here. Sierra Forever came through with the $5. She said, fire episode, Moochie. I appreciate you, Sierra Forever. We're very, very grateful. Thank you for that level of support. And what else we got in the super chats? She said, let's go to our boy RC who says, that's a cold shot to us Northerners. Go back to the North and shovel snow. I didn't like that.
You know, they always throwing up the snow business when you talk to somebody from the bottom. You know,
so Moochie, the question is,
check out the snow. Ain't no snow here right now.
So the question would be, Moochie, if you somebody from the South and you went North and you want to give them a pejorative to go back to the South, what would you tell them?
Huh? Say that again now. If what?
If somebody from the South moved North and you want to give them a pejorative to go back to the South, what would you tell them? I know what I would say. What? I know exactly what I would say. If I'm representing Detroit or New York, and y'all know my wife is from Detroit, so I have a special place for them, and some Southerner done something like that to me, I would say to him, take your ass back down South where the racism is as thick as our snow.
You know?
Yeah, that's what I tell them.
You ain't never lie.
yeah, that's what I tell them. Take your butt on back down there. Stay away from it. We don't want your kind. We don't want your kind down here. Taking you 3 minutes to say one sentence that a New Yorker could say in 2 seconds. Get your butt back down there, country ass.
That's I have calling us city slickers.
Let me see here. Let's see here. Sierra Forever said, yeah, that hurt my feelings. And Princess Reality said, up north is more racist. Don't be fooled.
Yeah.
I would say, yeah, there's racism everywhere. Don't get me wrong. But I think that they are way more overtly racist here than they are up north. Problem is now, everybody who has been a closet racist feel like they can take their butt up out the closet thanks to one person who has been president. And let me see what else we got in here. Somebody, Robert Earl said he is underage. Can't get a room. Damn. Wait a minute. Back in them days, they wasn't checking for ID that tough now. Like, they let you get a room as long as you had to
get a room. Well, people was putting Jane Doe on the freaking hotel thing and paying cash and stuff like that back then. It's not like they'd be like, go on our app and fill out our app so you can get all our points. No. Right. You just paying for a room with some hot, clean sheets on them.
Hey, Moochie, easy rest, baby. Easy rest. Won't no rest going on up in the easy rest when Charles was up in that joint. Won't no rest.
Getting it in with me.
That's right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are out of here for today. If you enjoyed us today, we will be back tomorrow doing Black entertainment news and some of the other things going on. We're going to talk a little bit about Black film that's coming out this month. There's a lot of great things coming out, from Angela Bassett doing Damsel to Morris Chestnut got a show coming out on BET Plus. A lot of stuff coming out, so come join us tomorrow. That's going to do it for this video. Don't forget to like the video, comment, subscribe, download the podcast, follow Moochie. And Moochie, let the people know what you got going on your channel between now and tomorrow.
Well, tonight we're going to be doing, I'm going to be on with the ladies doing BMF. Also, we talking, today is Mafia Mondays. We're going to be talking about the classic, The Godfather.
Oh.
So y'all might want to, y'all need to tune in. Don't forget, I'm doing High Town too. Tomorrow is the I'm just going to be doing some predictions and going over the trailer breakdown because this the finale that's coming, Lamont. So we're going to break this down piece for piece and stuff and see what we can come up with.
I'm so sad. I did a trailer review for the finale, and I'm so sad about.
Do you think it'll get picked up by anybody else? Because I saw an article where they're talking about it's a possibility that it could get picked up by another network or streaming service. I would love that to happen. I wish we could help with the push.
It could. Not only do I think it should get picked up, but I think they should bring me on as a writer too, because there's so much content. There's so much content that can be done with this series that Moochie, I'm going to just make this prediction. There was no way they're going to be able to sew up everything that went on in Hightown in the finale.
They better not put Osito in jail. That's what I'm saying. Right, they better not. Osito better not go back in there with that one eye. He better not.
No. Somebody is going to die, and
I hope
then it's going to come down to what is everybody else going to do. So y'all come and check out Moochie to see what's going on. That's going to conclude it for us. And until that next Sexy as Hell video, which will be tomorrow at noon, come back. We'll see you.